Well, thank you guys so much for giving me the next 8 minutes of your time. I really do appreciate you taking the time to get to know Jeff Levin, as I refer to myself, the credit card guy, but also get to know who I am outside of the business world. So I'm all about family. These are a couple of pictures to give you an idea of my family growing up and my family now. My wife and I on our honeymoon in the top left corner in Hawaii. You can see in the top right corner a little more recent picture of us now that we have children. We've apparently, she hasn't, but I've aged quite a bit. And in the top middle picture is a picture of my parents dancing at our wedding. And then on the bottom, you see some pictures of me growing up. That's my brother Doug and I in the middle, and the four of us, Doug and I and our parents, when I was a teenager. So a little bit of my background. This is my my new family. These are my why. When you talk about your why, you need to know what it is that drives you to get out there and do what you do every day. And these two are my everything. That's Emily, who will be turning 14 this fall and going on to high school next year. And Matt,
you might have to make him a co-host.
11 next month. Looks like you are recording it for me. Thank you so much, middle school. And I'm going to share my screen. I will no longer be the parent of an elementary school teacher. I will have a high schooler and a middle schooler. Jeff Levin, the credit card guy, on your screen. Believe it or not, there is more to me than Jeff, the credit card guy, and Jeff, the father. You wouldn't know that from having a conversation with me. Let's start the slideshow. All I talk about is my kids, but here's a little bit of a glimpse into who I am outside of those roles. I'm a huge outdoors person. That's me in the top left, playing disc golf, one of my passions. I get out and play whenever possible, at least a couple times a month. I'm also into kayaking, hiking, anything outdoors. That is me in the middle on the bottom, jumping off a cliff on my snowboard back when I was younger and a little bit braver than I am now. I'm a huge New York Rangers fan. That picture was a picture that I took with Emily at her first trip ever to Madison Square Garden. And over on the left, you see my Subaru legacy. I am a member of the cult. I am a Subaru driver. Once you join, you can't leave. I'm on my third Subaru and I absolutely love it. And another passion of mine is live music. And that picture on the bottom right is some of my ticket stubs from back in the 80s and 90s when I was traveling anywhere and everywhere that I could, seeing the Grateful Dead in concert over 100 times in over a dozen different states. So that's a little bit about me, the person, but let's talk a little bit about the company that I work for, Beyond. So at Beyond, we believe that good enough is not enough. And we offer what we call our Beyond promises to all of our clients. So we offer a couple of things that are really important to me. One of those is protected pricing. We guarantee that we will never raise our rates. When you sign an agreement with us, those rates are guaranteed for life. We also have flexible contract terms. All of our agreements are month to month. We do not keep someone prisoner. In fact, we never have a cancellation fee as another of our promises. We will never charge any type of early termination fee. We keep you as a customer by building a relationship with you, by holding true to what we told you that we would do, and not by handcuffing you with the contract. One of the things that I'm extremely proud of that we do as a company is we donate a portion of the profit from every account that we work with to our beneficiary Give Something Back, or as we shorten it, we call it Give Back. What we do is we fund scholarships for students to further their higher education. Those pictures are of some of our scholarship recipients. A special outreach is given to students who have experienced heightened social risks, such as foster care or the incarceration of a parent. Every one of our scholars receives a full scholarship that covers college tuition, additional fees, as well as room and board. So they literally have no expense to go on and further their education. And to date, our Give Back Foundation has prepaid for over 1,500 scholars to go to college. It is something that just rings so true with me. And when I first was looking at a company to make my next career move with, the Give Back Foundation was something that had a huge impact on my decision. So what do we do? Well, I call myself Jeff Levin, the credit card guy. And the reason I say that is when I walk into a business and I've been there before, and someone looks at me like, who is that guy? I go, oh, it's hi, Jeff Levin, the credit card guy. And they go, oh yeah, the credit card guy. And then they remember who I am. So that's why I say that. This is one of our traditional credit card terminals, the kind that you'll see sitting on the counter in any retail store or a restaurant that doesn't require any type of point of sale system. This terminal is purchased by my clients. They don't lease it. They purchase it for $189 up front, rather than what a lot of our competition does, which is they will lease the piece of equipment like this to their customers for $20, $30 per month on a 2, 3, 4-year lease. And the customer could end up paying hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars to lease a piece of equipment that they could have just bought up front for $189. So we do not do leases. They simply buy the equipment and they own it for life. We also offer a wide variety of POS or point of sale equipment. This is the high-end unit that I like to put into restaurants that really need that polished look on their counter. When you walk into a restaurant and you see this, you know that you're going to have a good experience. We also offer several other options for businesses that don't either need that polished look, or if it's back, behind the counter where no one's going to see it, or if they have different features and benefits that they need. We have a huge variety of POS options available to our customers. We also have the ability to set restaurants up for online ordering, whether or not they have a website. So if they have a website, we just put a link on their website that says order now, and it brings them to a page that looks like this. If they don't have a website, we build this for them, and now they have a web presence. And
1 minute.
Thank you. You can see that there are, 8 minutes goes quick. You can see that there are pictures, there's modifiers available, and it's a flat fee of $30 per month for them to get set up with online ordering, as opposed to a fee every time an order is placed. Something that you guys have all heard me talk about a lot is eliminating the cost of taking credit card payments. So the new trend is to pass on a service fee to your customers. You can see here, these are, a couple dozen of the local businesses that are using this program, and they've completely eliminated the cost of taking credit card payments. And this is also available to nonprofit organizations, because when someone makes a donation, if you give them the option of covering the processing cost, 99% of the time they actually choose to cover the cost, and that 1%, then the charity pays for that fee. But I can help charities to keep almost 100% of the money that's donated to them. This is a letter that I'm going to skip right to the bottom, where it says, this is one of my local businesses. In conclusion, I recommend Jeff Levin and Beyond's products and services 200%, as he's really special in his field. So if you refer someone to me, they will thank you. So who do you know that I can help? Work with pizzerias and bagel stores, delis, restaurants, hair and nail salons, retail stores, doctors and dentists, attorneys and CPAs, nonprofit organizations. I promise you that anybody that you introduce to me, they will thank you, and I will treat them like family. So thank you so much, Michelle. I heard my timer go off, so I believe my time is up, and I'm going to open it up for questions. Thank you guys for listening.
Awesome, Jeff. Thank you. And if anybody has any questions, just give your hand a raise, and I'll call on you. Oh, I see Melanie popped her hand right up.
Well, because we have similar age kids, Jeff, and my daughter, I saw your concert tickets, and my daughter is so into the 80s music now. Are your kids getting into 80s music, since you're a huge fan and they're the same age?
No, they refer to my music as terrible music, old person music. When my kids were younger, I could get them to listen to my music. Now it's a battle every time, but no, they hate it.
Okay. They'll come around. These are still the best music.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it comes back, right?
The only 80s music they know, Melanie, is if it's the sound on a TikTok, then they know it. Or actually, my son knows some music from the Marvel movies. He plays, I don't know, Liz, what does he listen to? He listens to, like, there's one AC/DC song.
Oh yeah, they know the songs from the movies, right? Yeah.
They're like from Thor and things like that. He knows a few of those and a few from Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's it.
Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy actually
That's
has good music in it. So my son does have a few good songs that he knows.
All right. If anybody has one more question before we move on to the tidbit, you can raise your hand now. Otherwise, we'll move on. Great presentation, Jeff. Love learning about your background and your personal life. It's amazing. And I just want to say, at the end of this, we're going to have a little contest. All right. I want you to private chat me only if you know the answer to this question. What show did Jeff see over 100 times? Private chat me the answer only. The first correct answer is going to be the winner, and we'll get to that after this. But I want to turn it over to Rachel to get to the tidbit portion.
Thanks, Robin. You can stop the recording now. Thank you for recording it for me.